is going on, guys? We are back with the Marauder. We got the GT500 blower sitting on there from last time. It looks pretty good, but we got to do some work. I think we got to pull the engine back out. The manifold is hitting the frame rail just a little bit on the passenger side, so we're gonna go give it some persuasion. But first thing we got to do is pull the blower off, and then we got to dent that header, pull the motor out, dent the header, put it back in. Otherwise, I think we're looking pretty good. So let's go do that, and then hopefully we can get into test fitting the trans and hopefully installing the trans today. Up and away, Mr. Bradley. Man, pulled the engine out already? That's crazy. So this, where we just marked it, that's where we got to do a little bit of denting, no big deal. Clearancing. There'll be much more of this too in the trans tunnel.
Well, we do, buddy.
I thought she was thick enough.
Pause.
Well, we ended up cracking her right there.
Oops.
It's back in, we're gonna test fit it, then we'll figure out a solution for the cracked header. All right, so the good news is we have enough clearance by a lot. The bad news is we probably could have gone away with like about 3 less hits and not a cracked header.
Not a crack, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Because, you know, a grinder,
fire up the old melder, bud.
you know what they say, right? A grinder and paint makes me the welder I ain't. We don't need paint for this situation, but we can booger that sucker up, give her a little grind, and we're good to go.
Okay, so engine back out.
Yeah.
That went in smoother. We took
No,
the
that
front,
wasn't-
yeah, we took the damaged front bumper off for good.
Helped a lot.
Which gives us a lot more clearance here on the front. And then we'll also have to start test fitting the radiator, condenser, and the heat exchanger.
Yeah, that's right. Heat exchanger. For our stock Marauder.
Stock, yeah.
Bone stock.
Good,
Yeah.
really good
It's
cooling.
really just an extra radiator to
Yeah.
keep it extra cool.
Yeah.
It's an oil cooler, in fact.
Yeah, that's that one. Okay, back out.
Hopefully for the last time.
Yeah, hopefully the last one. Last time it comes out. You ready? Yeah, don't look at it.
I'm not.
But the phone can look at it.
How we looking?
Oh, this is gonna work.
Oh.
Yeah, bud. Look at that.
Oh, dude.
Dude, this is gonna work great.
This guy's a fabricator. Honestly, that doesn't look that bad. That looks pretty good.
No, it's pretty good. I held it a little bit too long as I pulled out, so we got a little hump there.
That's okay. We can grind that.
Yeah. I'm not hating it, dude.
No, this is actually not that bad. This is coming out a lot better than I thought.
We'll give her the smoke test,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, if it passes that, I mean, we're freaking men.
yeah, I'm not hating it, dude. I mean, I'm no welder.
This is pretty decent, in my opinion.
We got a good puddle.
Yeah, my unprofessional opinion, it looks pretty good.
I mean, you can compare that to Ford's. Ford's weld is right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of
Not bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's try to smoke test it and see how she looks.
Oh, we got another good news,
Bad news situation right here.
You want to tell us what's going on?
Okay, so my welds are perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, we're actually doing great down here.
Don't ever let me use the hammer. You want to know why? I cracked the header up there.
It was, it was 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But it's all right, it happens. Cooked, dude.
Problem is though, to get the welder into that spot.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight.
I mean, we can get the welder in pretty good.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. But definitely not ideal. It's time for welding part 2. We gotta glue some more metal together again.
Don't ever let me get the hammer again. Just.
All right, so you're telling me that I get to knock in the trans tunnel?
Yeah, I'm not allowed to use the hammer.
Yeah, shoot. Hey, if I'm knocking in the trans tunnel, we're gonna be here all week.
Oh, yeah, you're right. The old smoke tester, dude. We are good. Don't judge me. I should have pulled it off to weld this part, but I didn't. And once I pulled it off, it actually welded like pretty nice. Not like the best, but better. There is no leaks over here.
Wait a second, dude. I think I found the trick. You gotta squeeze the fingers.
Ooh.
Oh, dude.
Subaru things, dude. Smoke machine, best thing ever. Amazon link down in the description. Love that thing. Yeah, I think we're good. Now, do I love that it looks like this in the car? Not really. However, these are very, very cheap manifolds. And
Also, this is not going to
fits.
be visible, really.
Well, yeah, it's not going to be visible either. It's also swappable in the future, but guess what? These are like basically throwaway manifolds. These are takeoffs, you know, so.
Now we just have to pray that Andrew doesn't smack the trans tunnel so hard that he cracks the bottom.
I'm not allowed to have the hammer anymore, you know?
I guess
I've definitely got fired from the hammer duty.
yeah.
The good thing is, though, looking on the inside there, the flange, we have good penetration all the way through.
Yep.
So,
I mean, I'd say she's good to go in.
Go in again, dude.
Hopefully, stay in.
Hopefully last time, yep. Step 1. Remove anything that looks like it might hit. Check.
I thought we said you weren't hammering anything anymore.
I mean, we're not gonna have any fumes going through there and exhaust gases. I think we gotta test fit it. The chances of us getting this in here for shot are probably
very
pretty
low.
slim.
The 1080 is kind of a dense
Dense unit.
unit. It's definitely not
I mean,
a 4R70.
we put it in, see where it hits, and then we also gotta lift that thing onto the trans jack, which means I gotta do like 3/4 of the work.
Oh,
Bradley's gonna do
jeez.
1/4 of the work.
The Bradley slander is insane.
Doesn't look that bad,
No, it really honestly doesn't look like it's been beat up that much.
but we've definitely made some room already.
for sure. We've opened it up quite a bit.
I think we should test fit it.
I do too.
You know, worst that can happen, we pull it back out.
I mean, the nice thing is it'll be on the trans jack, so it won't be.
Too bad.
Well, she's up on the tranny jack.
I just want to let it be known that this was my idea.
Well, because someone wasn't strong enough.
No,
It's pretty heavy.
It's heavy, and I said, you know, why don't we just work smarter, not harder here? You know, now that it's up here, I'm kind of seeing it. It doesn't really look that big now that I'm like kind of have it here at eye level, you know.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
So, well, maybe it'll go in pretty easy.
Got the 10R80 here pretty much lined up.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost even.
Yeah.
It's almost made it to the engine, dude.
But we are going to have to do a little bit of massaging.
This kind of part where it comes down more, that's going to have to get beat in. And then it's looking like we might have a little bit to do up here on the top, that area, as well as kind of up in this area here. So not too bad.
Well, she's in. We're just kind of looking at the angle thing, but, well, the transjack keeps kind of going down. But that, I think, is around the area where it's going to sit. And if you actually look, this comes right in line with the trans mount pretty good. It's looking like we're going to come up here, maybe use an air hammer or something, and just really just get that thing flush.
Yep.
But it's looking pretty good. Yep, so longer shaft, obviously.
Different flange.
Yeah, I didn't figure out who's gonna do the drive shaft yet, but we'll figure that out. My idea is to use the Stifler's cross member that bolts onto there, and then basically drill some holes in that thing and bolt it right to that cross member, assuming we can kind of squeak it in there and buy. If that doesn't work, we don't need that big fat cross member there. We can build any sort of steel cross member that comes in here and grabs it. I mean,
we could even get fancy and do something tubular if we wanted to. You
yeah,
know?
it's not a super complicated thing.
Right.
Here.
And it's only got one job, and that's just, you know, kind of hold it up and
Hold it up. If we want to get a little fancy, put some poly in there.
Right.
But the Stiflers thing, if we use that, it has poly already built into it.
Right. So it'll
Which-
kind of dampen out any vibrations and stuff. And
Yep.
Got that new fabric freaking crossmember, man.
Yeah, you can pick these guys up at Lowe's, Home Depot.
They're universal fit,
Bolt
man.
in, dude.
Yeah.
Bolt in fit. Not even. Strap in fit, dude. So I have a aftermarket trans-cooler for this thing, but I don't like when the transmission's leaking all over me when we're working with it. And I almost wonder if it'd be worth it to run it
Towards the back.
backwards and mount that baby like right here, you know?
Right.
Fresh, cool air.
Cool area.
And away from all the water lines and everything from the blower that makes our AC nice and cold. Now, another exciting thing, I got a package from Metco with billet, lower control arms, and the Wattslink cross arms. So this thing's gonna have all nice Metco arms, so these cross axis arms, the lower control arms. So we're gonna be riding pretty good, and we're gonna retain the factory air suspension, which is gonna be sweet. It almost makes me wanna put, cause I think you can put like a MAC valve in here somewhere, and
bro
you
just
could-
wants to air out.
You could air out the back, and then if I could bag the front, I mean, it'd be pretty cool to have this thing slammed. Stock wheels, of course. I am not like, I'm a big stock wheels guy on these cars. It makes them.
Yeah, that's
But
Essential.
imagine the thing like bagged out. That'd be pretty cool.
Roll up to the show.
All right, so engine's back in, hopefully for good. We got some clearance on that manifold. We patched up our little mistake, and trans is in. I think we got a little bit more massaging that we could probably do with an air hammer down there, and then we got to figure out our trans cross member, permanently bolt this thing in. And then our next step is basically we're gonna clear out the rest of this bay. You can see we still have the power steering pump in there. We're gonna clear that out. We're gonna get the AC compressor swung into place, bolted onto this Coyote engine. And really just start getting a lot of things finished, buttoned up. The fuel system's another thing that we gotta tackle, of course. Going from there, I mean, it's not that complicated. We need to get a new shifter cable for the 4R70. We got our control pack over there, but we're chugging along, making some progress. Hopefully that's the last time engine trans has to come out before this thing gets started. But we're moving along. A lot of the stuff now is simple, you know, kind of just your basic engine project stuff going. So if you guys are liking the progress, hit the like button down below, leave a comment, let us know what you think, and we'll see you guys on the next one.